This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Moon Sighting Committee have announced that the holy month of Ramadan will begin on Sunday the 29th of June. The crescent was not seen on Friday night, hence Saturday sees the completion of the month of Shaban, and Sunday, June the 29th, will be the first day of Ramadan. And in other news, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has announced that the launch of the UAE Water Aid campaign will start today in order to provide access to fresh drinking water for 5 million people around the world. More than 3 million people globally die every year due to a lack of access to fresh drinkable water. The campaign, which coincides with the advent of the holy month of Ramadan, will involve digging wells and providing water purification equipments to areas in need. In addition to the Noor Dubai initiative, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed launched a campaign last year in order to provide 1 million deprived children around the world with proper clothing, a campaign which hit its target after 10 days of its launch. During the launch of the UAE Water Aid campaign, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed said that the country is a capital of humanitarian initiatives and that the advent of the holy month witnesses the birth of new initiatives. World Health Organization figures show that more than 3.4 million die every year due to thirst and diseases caused by unclean water. United Nations statistics also show that 85% of the world population live in areas of drought, and 783 million people around the world lack clean drinking water. According to the Ministry of Development and International Cooperation, the UAE offered 1.014 billion dirhams in foreign aid between 2009 and 2013 to help ensure water supply in 61 countries. His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Kazmi, the Supreme Council member and ruler of Sharjah, has issued Decree number 1 for the year 2014 to amend Law number 5 of 2001 on Sharjah's civil service law. According to the decree, Article 1 of the Law number 1 shall be amended, with female employees granted maternity leave with total salary for 90 days and may be awarded 2 weeks before the expected date of delivery based on a medical report from a certified specialist doctor. Female employees shall also be given a continuous period for breastfeeding for 1 year after maternity leave at the beginning or end of working hours, a period of 2 hours a day for 6 months, and a period of 1 hour a day for the second 6 months. Maternity leave and annual leave, or leave without pay, up to a maximum of 120 days, may be combined from the start of the maternity leave. A 3-day paid paternity leave shall also be given to an employee within a month of the date of a birth. And additionally, the ruler of Sharjah has ordered the release of 116 prisoners on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan. The inmates served half of their jail sentences and also showed good behaviour at Sharjah's correctional and punitive establishments. The move looks to reunite inmates with their families and to start a new life. Her Excellency Sheikha Lubna bin Al Kazmi, the Minister of Development and International Cooperation, the President of Zayed University and head of the UAE Committee for the Coordination of Humanitarian Foreign Aid, met with Bill Gates, the co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and his accompanying delegation over in the capital in order to discuss ways to combat polio. Sheikha Lubna said that the UAE is looking forward to enhancing humanitarian partnerships with all countries and organisations worldwide, while highlighting the UAE's efforts to address humanitarian issues that pose a threat to millions of people, citing dangerous diseases such as polio. She also hailed the directives of the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, on launching a vaccination campaign to immunise 3.6 million Pakistani children. She also commended the efforts of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in developing countries and poor societies worldwide through the improvement of health and agricultural sectors. On his part, Bill Gates underscored the important role being played by the UAE internationally and the UAE's pledge to provide 440 million dirhams to support international efforts to eradicate polio by 2018. 57 million primary-age children are out of school, with an estimated 49% projected to never enter into education, while 25% leave early without finishing school. Additionally, another 250 million children are attending school but are not learning. Off the back of this, Dubai Cares has launched its 2014 What If Ramadan campaign. Through a series of visual stories from beneficiary countries, the Dubai Cares What If Ramadan campaign highlights the challenges faced by children in the developing world and the impact of a lack of education. The campaign encourages the UAE community to take a step back and imagine the lives of children who have no access to education, clean water or sanitation facilities and have to forego school in order to help their families earn a living. Dubai Cares also announced that it now reaches more than 10 million children in 35 developing countries. And through the campaign, they aim to reach more children in the fight against poverty. The campaign touches on school infrastructure, teacher training, girls' education, early childhood education, as well as access to water, health and sanitation, among others. Studies also show that schooling raises the average annual gross domestic product of a country by 0.37%. The UAE authorities were involved in one of the biggest heroin drug busts in April, where 1,023 kilograms was seized from a vessel, according to officials. General Khamis Mata al-Mazina, the Commander-in-Chief of Dubai Police, made the announcement at the two-day 5th International Conference on Drug Discovery and Therapy this week. The authorities revealed that they shared intelligence information with the US and Australian consulates in Dubai, where a Royal Australian Navy ship intercepted and boarded the dhow off the East African coast. The heroin consignment was en route from an Asian country to Africa, and the heroin smugglers, all Asian nationals, were arrested in Operation Ocean Coast, which has become the largest ever made by the combined maritime forces. The Abu Dhabi Police General Headquarters will distribute 30,000 iftar meals to internal and external road users in Abu Dhabi, Al Ain, the Western region, and to travellers arriving and departing through the border points in Al Ain and Al Guwaifat during Ramadan. According to news agency WAM, the distribution will be coordinated with the Department of Border Security just before the Maghreb prayer. Major General Mohammed bin Al-Awaidi Al-Menhali, the Director General of Police Operations at Abu Dhabi Police, said that the initiative looks to strengthen partnerships with all sectors of society, especially road users, and to help prevent traffic accidents caused by speed just before iftar. For his part, Brigadier Engineer Hussein Ahmed Al-Harithi, the Director of the Department of Traffic and Patrols at Abu Dhabi Police, also revealed that the department coordinated with the Al Ihsan Charity Association and the Saed Society to reduce traffic accidents. Abu Dhabi will officially roll out an in-cab entertainment system in 1,020 taxis on July the 6th this year. That's according to reports. Touch-sensitive colour LCD screens will be installed on the back of headrests and will display multimedia in both Arabic and English. Brett Pearson, the managing director at Taxi Media, made the announcement, stating that they have been in discussions with TransAD for the past 18 months and that test screens were rolled out in 20 taxis in December last year. He added that when taxis are replaced after 5 years in service, Taxi Media will install screens in new vehicles. The next installation is not scheduled until September. Pearson also revealed that technically they are carbon neutral and they actively support green projects, and the screens will only operate when carrying passengers. The system will be made up of a continuous 22-minute video loop, with a mix of paid-for advertising, government announcements and promotional content for Abu Dhabi. It will also boast video games, surveys and competitions. And finally, looking to other news, it was a glamorous fiesta over at the Dubai Mall as Emirati designer Lamia Abedin launched the new Mexican-inspired collection at her fashion boutique, the Queen of Spades. The collection, which represents Latino folk art and traditions in an urban modern style, was unveiled at a preview titled La Fiesta Grande at Galleries Lafayette. It was a showcase of artistic innovation during the fashionable evening, as the abayas and jabalayas grew artistic characteristics from pre-Columbian art, which thrived from 1800 BC to 1500 AD. Fashionistas will notice hints of colourful embroidery, textured textiles, and authentic local weaves inspired from Latin culture and heritage. According to Lamia, the collection drew inspiration from the works of Mexican painter Frida Kahlo, whose work included vibrant colours inspired from the indigenous cultures of Mexico. She further added that as a designer, her collections are usually based on her love of culture and heritage, redefined in a modern version.
The collection is called La Fiesta Grande, and it is inspired from the Mexican culture. So it reflects a lot of aspects from their folk art, from even the actual art. Like, for example, I was influenced by Frida Kahlo's paintings, her way of life, basically, even the way she used to style herself, their Tijuana dresses, a lot of heritage elements in the Mexican culture that I wanted to bring out in this collection. I wanted to help out with whatever I could, and I'm very honored to say that I will be giving a percentage of the sales for Al Noor special needs, and I would call on everyone to do the same. These children are just a joy to be around, to even have a little chat with, to even hug. They have a lot of love, and they need a lot of love from us as well.